Are we up? Can you not see me? Okay. Okay. Just want to make sure. Are we all good? Are we here? You guys see me? You guys can hear me? All right. Don't know what happened. OBS just crashed. I apologize. It's really fucking annoying. OBS just wanted to take a poop. Sorry about that. My goodness. Anyway, that was odd. Yeah, he's just really good. The MGSV soundtrack is just so damn good. I can't decide which one I like more, honestly. MGSV's is just so good. Has so many, so many good tracks. But let's get back to the game. Sorry about that, everybody. But yeah, Siren, I get. That's what I was saying when you were talking about how its story is presented in terms of like, oh my god, OBS, you piece of shit. My goodness, what is happening? Didn't have this during the 6 hours that we streamed earlier. But well, so you're talking about, you have your setting, your plot, and then you have the climax, and it's like, okay, and then we go right back to the beginning. Yeah, you have setting, you have like the rising action, dilemma, the climax, the resolution, the ending, but those Blade Runner sounds.
bridges falling down, my fair lady.
Have a good one, Dark. Yeah, don't watch anything, man. So, one thing don't understand. Yeah, same as a repatriate, meaning that he can return to life from the place known as the Seam when killed. And the Seam fall off the Strand. And not everybody's a repatriate. When this happens, when people die in craters, they get lost in the Death Stranding. They go to a beach and they can't pass over to the other side because the world between the world and the land and the living and the dead are merged, and that's what has the world so fucked. Not everybody goes to the Seam. Only repatriates, certain individuals that can come back from dying and never have to go to, you know, be stuck in a beach. One thing that this game had, like, in plot, look, I'm not a person that really cares about plot holes, and especially a game that is science fiction or completely fantasy. You know, there can be plot holes for the sake of telling a story. Like, this is not grounded in realism, so we can let bygones be bygones. I don't understand how BB repatriates with him. Maybe we don't know. I know BB because BBs are babies that are they're stuck. They're in between the world. They're connected both to the world of the living and the dead because they are taken from still mothers who are women that are in comatose, and like they have still mothers that they are taken from their womb because they are like pretty much vegetables, and the baby inside them was never able to mature, and they're not fully grown, and they're like they're literally a bridge baby. They are a bridge between the world and the living and the dead. So maybe that they don't not affected by craters because they're both they're connected to both sides. I don't know. That's never really explained. There's nothing that explains how BB was able to come back from that crater, but it's what it is what it is. I ain't sweating it. I agree, Siren. I feel like the game could have been 10 hours shorter. I would have done with even 5 hours.
Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion. an explosion, that will be our last.
Whoa, bro. You know, did Last of Us need a sequel? That's another thing. You know, you got to justify being a sequel, and I don't know. I can't really answer that. I'm still grateful we got it because it's still a story aside, incredibly beautiful, super well designed, well polished game with an excellent soundtrack. Really fun stealth gameplay. Obviously takes influence from Metal Gear. There are things in that game that was completely influenced from Metal Gear Solid V, and I was so glad that it was in the game. Both the original score and the gameplay score is of course, the beautiful original score that plays over the soundtrack, and then the gameplay soundtrack sounding so sinister at moments. It was so good. I was very engaged. There was a lot of strong moments. There were some things that took too long. There's some great Easter eggs. There's a Death Stranding Easter egg that I couldn't believe I missed, that somebody pointed out and on Twitter. Oop.
Oh, you're awake. So, how does it feel to be back in the world?
Hey, Guillermo del Toro.
Don't worry. I'm a doctor. Well, a coroner, originally. Call me Dead Man. I'm well acquainted with the dead. Not like you, of course. Contrary to the name, I've never actually died. I would advise against that. I'm no expert, but I can assure you it's for your own protection. See?
So I'm a prisoner.
These aren't handcuffs. They're cutting-edge devices that keep us all connected.
Us? Oh, us.
Yup. Bridges. Humanity's best hope for the future. Or avoiding extinction, if you prefer.
Right. Where am I? What time is it?
Watch me. Try pressing it against your skin, like this. Relax. That just means your body's got a good connection to the cufflink. Look. The cuffs will watch over you 24 hours a day. That is to say, we will. We're here to help.
I love the iDroid influence from
During
MGSV
that time,
with the
we took the
cufflinks.
liberty of collecting fluid samples from you. You're a repatriate. That makes you very special.
What happened to the CD, guys?
Central Knot was obliterated in the Annihilation. Game over, man.
That is the same style of font with the line going through it from MGS 1 and 2. The Game Over, another Metal Gear reference.
Place is a crater. The only ones to get it continue were you, for obvious reasons, and your broken bridge baby.
Is it all right?
It's been marked for disposal. Didn't work anymore. Why keep it? We lost everyone. Not just corpse disposal. My team, HQ, all of Redford, every soul in Central Knot City. We're at our base, in Capital Knot City now. Or should I say, our new headquarters. Sudbury seemed the logical choice. But our implementation team has been decimated. And there's only so much they can do in 2 days.
Damn, Keith. I
Things
forgot
here
about that
are a
part.
mess. Fortunately, the director and his support team were out of town at the time, so the chain of command remains intact. I hate to do this so soon, but I have a job for you. This stencil is from when you repatriated? What's the other mark from?
A clingy woman in a cave.
Okay, Emily.
I see.
I'm probably gonna go for another hour. I think.
Aphanphosmphobia. No wonder
And I'll
you
be
were
coming
out there
home.
alone, where no one could touch you. I'll try to be more
What's up,
careful,
DJ?
Sam. So, the job is an urgent delivery. I need you to bring the president some morphine.
What president? America's gone. You talking about the mayor of Central Knot?
No, not the mayor. America lives on, Sam. The president is in the final stages of cancer, in critical condition, but there's still time.
Why me?
Look, Sam. Do as I ask, and I promise it will all make sense.
Why don't you do it?
Because I'm not really here. Apologies. This is just a chirogram. And here, come the tears. Allergic reaction to the chiral transmission. I'm actually over in the isolation ward in the big triangle building. Here is the morphine. Bridges hereby enters into a contract with Sam Porter.
Come on. You got morphine there. What's this about? Tell me the truth.
The truth, Sam, is that America's last president wants to see you in person. Are you really about to say no? Very good. I'll see you in the isolation ward.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
We just gonna take a stroll.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Delivery order for Sam Porter Bridges. Request transport of morphine to isolation ward for immediate administration to the president.
The codecs are back.
Check the map on your cufflinks if you're lost, Sam. The isolation word should be pretty obvious. If you're not sure how to get there, you can set markers and draw routes too.
Draw routes is I
Try it
encourage
out,
that
see what I
heavily
mean.
on everybody's first playthrough. I love the topography you can do in this game. You know, when you turn your controller, it allows you to see the route you're going, to see if you have to go over some mountains. I think that's really cool. Cool topography. Yeah, I love that. Just so it helps you, you know, it just helps you plan better. So, you know, it's like, oh shit, that's going to be a mountain. So I would like want to plan around that. You know, I draw a route over here, go around there, then I go here. I get rid of these because that's not the way I'm going. I have to go here, so I'd like draw a route to here, and then draw a route to there. And then you can literally see your route. Your own individual thing, making your footsteps planting in the world, and yeah, an individual codec for every single individual character is really neat. Shit's just cool, bro.
Sam, your friendly neighborhood dead man here. If you want to confirm you're headed the right way, check your compass. It'll never steer you wrong. Provided you have a destination, that is.
Big old jumps. That's another compass mode. When you go to, it'll always tell you how far away your distance is. It'll show you if it's how far away it is, what the terrain will be like. See, it's going to be an easy walk here, so it's a straight line. If it was mountainous, it'd be like this. I don't know. I think there's so many tools at your disposal that I think a lot of people did not. There's a lot of people. This is a love or hate game. I think it's, if you like it, you really like it. And if you don't like it, you really don't like it. And the game doesn't have to be too long if you just focus on doing story missions, but I think you're really missing out if you just push through it.
Bridges HQ. It was also the seat of the Reconstructionist movement. If the president hadn't required special treatment, she would have never left. And if she hadn't, we wouldn't have either.
Look at those AC units. Apple Knot City Medical Center Isolation Ward. And this is a game that is hard, you know, to get the full experience by watching it on stream and stuff like that. It's something you need to... And there's a lot of side missions in here, and there's a lot of things you can do, and it's a game that really needs to be soaked in. Like a good sponge. Okay, I need to stop. If I had to rank The Last of Us Part 2, it's a solid... The highest I'll give it a score overall, considering all things considered, an 8 and a very hard 7. Like, it's just 7-8 range. And I think people have forgotten that a 7 out of 10 is a good score. An 8 out of 10 is a very good score. 9 and 10s are like, this is exceptional work.
Vital signs are all trending the same way.
No chance of a recovery then?
None that I can see. No.
We should start making preparations.
Sam,
Hard 7,
me.
you say? I didn't
Dead
even
man.
think about that. My goodness. How many times I gotta
Sorry.
tell you I'm not gonna
My
shake your
mistake.
fucking hand.
I'm afraid the president's condition has deteriorated. Thank you. This will help to ease the pain. And allow her to speak with you in these final moments.
Her?
The first and last female president of the United States. Surely you remember her. She raised you? You're not exactly dressed for a reunion. Take that off before you come inside.
And now, I wouldn't go as far as to say this, but maybe, this is just pure conjecture and speculation here, that the original Porter outfit that Sam wears now, because it's not what he wears for the rest of the game, it resembles a lot of Naked Snake's outfit, like in MGS3. You know, he has like the olive green camo with like the rolled up sleeves that reveal like a kind of like a, I don't even know what you call that. It's like a black sneaking suit underneath. It's like a kind of like a rubber material. It makes like for the black sleeves that he has, just like this does. Has like the gray with the black sleeves, and they both have a radio right here. There's like its structure is similar in certain parts to that outfit. That's probably no connection there. I'm just kind of thinking maybe, it kind of looks familiar, but there's nothing to prove that. What you toke up there, DJ? I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna give myself a nice wahoo. Everybody, Keith, AI, DJ, Siren. I love talking video games. I'm glad you joined us tonight, Siren. It's good to see you. I'm sorry I haven't been able to join streams. I haven't been able to join many streams as of late. It's been very busy, moving in with Emily and getting ready to start my trade school. And I don't know if you've heard, I am going to be walking away from this channel due to, things, my priorities shifting in life. And again, I want people to know that this is not because of Emily. It's because of a lot of different factors. It's many things going on in my life. It's all good. So we're having this like last week here. You were lurking for that stream. You understand, Seven. Yeah, it's just my life has changed. I've been doing this for almost 3 years. Now, This has been all good things have to come to an end, and this, I will say, it's not the last that you see of me, guys. Just know that. But okay. You were lurking for that stream. I'm glad you understand. I'm glad people have understood and have been very sweet about it all. And that's why I love you guys. And I wanted to make sure to get Death Stranding and before my time was done. The Last of Fox. But let's get back to the game. I'll probably play this again Thursday night for late night. Emily and I are going to be streaming tomorrow night. We're going to be playing Fall Guys, and then she's going to start her new save of The Last Guardian for tomorrow night's stream.
Oh, you were with Bridges 1? So, I guess no introductions are necessary.
What's it been, Sam? 10 years? Look at us.
I love The Last Guardian. It's one of my favorite games of this gen.
Yeah, well, good to see you.
It was my game of the year for 2016, for sure.
President's waiting. It's your mother, Bridget. She's a bit out of it, but I know she'll recognize you.
Hello, Lindsay Wagner, the Bionic Woman from the 1970s. You were a huge influence to Kojima, and he loved watching you growing up as a kid. So he was like, hey, will you please be in my game? Because I thought you were totally hot when I was like a kid, and your show was really cool.
We'll leave you two alone.
Sam. I knew you'd come back. Are you doing all right? Yeah, I know you hate me. Amelie.
Amelie.
You remember Amelie went west. Took her 3 years to cross. She's trying to rebuild the country.
Still going on about that, huh?
You're the one I wanted to send, Sam. Time's running out. Help Amelie. She needs you. Together, you can help us reconnect. You can make America whole. Sam, if we don't all come together again, humanity will not survive.
We don't need a country. Not anymore.
We do. Alone, we have no future.
No, America's finished. Bridget, you're the president of jack shit.
Sam, listen to me. Please.
Jesus, the fucking foreshadowing for those who have beaten this or who are going to. The fucking foreshadowing, my God.
I love you, Sam. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Keith, get this fucking shit on PC. Restart this game.
Madam President!
Put your girth into it. I need to be able to talk about this fucking game with you.
All hands on deck here. Season being fixed. Give me 150 cc's. She's not responding.
Stay with me. Madam President.
This is dropping.
Hold on.
We're losing her. Death.
Just play the game more, I promise. It will all make sense, Keith. Everything comes together by the end of this game. I thought Kojima was going to leave a lot left to interpretation, and there is things that are left to interpretation, but he wrapped up more things than I thought the story was ever going to do.
That the president is dead. If word gets out, Bridges is finished. Now, what happened here does not leave this room. Do you understand?
Yes, Director. But there's still the matter of the body. Without corpse disposal.
We've got that covered. Sam, Before she died, the president made a contract with you.
What are you talking about?
As a member of Bridges, you're gonna work with the rest of us to rebuild America.
You think you can recruit me? Like she tried to?
Well, she succeeded. Look at your wrist. If that's not symbolic, I don't know what is.
Director, the cancer spread throughout her entire body. Harvesting organs is out of the question, and there is no need for an autopsy. Her body needs to be cremated before she necrotizes.
And if we don't, this place will turn into another crater.
What do you want me to do?
We don't have any porters right now, and the CD team you went into the field with are dead. But the president's body has to be burned.
The road from Capital Knot City to the incinerator was compromised in the void out. Now, the only way there is on foot, through the mountains. But the chiral density there is off the chart. It's gotta be BT's.
This job has requirements. Tombs. Repatriate.
So me. Why?
Sam, you're already on the clock.
Now get it done, Sam Porter Bridges.
My dude. Because you'll beat this, and you'll be wishing that he's been able to make like original games for a while. Like, I'm very thankful for all the games we got, and I loved MGSV and everything that came after 4. But it reminds you of why you love Snatcher and like Police Knots and why they were so good. It's like, gosh, we just need more original work
Can I have a moment?
like this.
President Strand believed in American Reconstructionism. She worked tirelessly to bring the nation together again. And without her, there would be no Bridges. She deserves a funeral with full honors. But we can't give her that. If she dies,
Yeah, and we already
America
know
dies.
he's working on something right now, and I cannot
Without
fucking
her,
wait to see what
Bridges
that
will
is.
cease to be.
Listen,
I hope he.
her cremation must be carried out.
I
with
love
the
his
utmost
last 2
secrecy.
open world games, the only
Even if
2
we
he's
pull
ever
it
made.
off,
But
what
I hope
then?
he makes a linear
Who's gonna
game
take her
now.
place? Face it. America's history.
I'd like to see him go
Sam,
back to a linear style of
America isn't
gameplay.
dead yet.
He just said that it dies if Bridget dies.
She may be lost to us, but we still have an America worthy of the presidency.
Sorry, what?
Let's not get into it now. What matters is that we're going to finish your mother's work and rebuild America as she intended. That's the reason Bridges exists. So take the first step, Sam, and deliver the president's body to the incinerator.
If we don't all come together again, humanity will not survive. You're the one I wanted to send, Sam. Time's running out. I love you, Sam. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
The facilities to the southwest. Remember that you'll be passing through BT territory.
We built the incinerator way up in the mountains so that the chiral matter in the smoke wouldn't reach the city. It won't be easy carrying a body up there.
We'll be monitoring you around the clock. If anything comes up, we'll offer you support via the cufflinks.
And I think he really has enjoyed making open world games because something he wanted from the very first Metal Gear game was to give complete player freedom. He's always been adamant about that, giving as much player expression possible. And when he was able to see the Fox engine, he was finally able to do what he had originally wanted to do,
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
you know,
Dead men explain how to
decades
use the
ago.
cuts, right? Use them to
I think
check
he
the
wanted to do that
location
again,
of
Death
the
Stranding, to feel like a lot of player of expression and freedom. But I'd like to see him go back to his original days.
Sam, I don't think I need to remind you.
Come on,
A
OBS.
minute counts
You
when
sack of
transporting
shit.
corpses for disposal. 48 hours following cardiac arrest, they go necro and become a fresh PT to make our lives hell.
Put on the sunglasses. Let's take a piss. I'm just kidding. Anyway. Just know that there is a lot of walking in this game, but just know it's one of the only games where the open world literally transforms before your eyes, where the map itself. And it's interesting, and I promise it's not, it transforms, but there's always, like, just know that you're gonna, like, enjoy impactful journeys where point A to point B is filled with all kinds of decisions and balancing your weight and realizing what you need to take with you for an effective trip and an effective haul, like always preparing and having that gameplay loop. And it's so engaging that it's just, so many games, it's just mindless walking from point A to point B. Every step in this game counts. A world that is just completely benign to you and does not care what you need to do. It's going to be like real life. It's going to be
People held on to
difficult.
their hope that America would rise again because they believed in her. We believe that this country can be rebuilt. America lives on, together with Bridget's undying spirit.
I wear my sunglasses in the apocalypse so I can deliver all sorts of mail and shit. What's up, Blizzard Peak? When I see it, when I picture a new linear project of his, I can't help but think of Shining Lights Even in Death. Yeah, that's one of the strongest, a lot of the strongest parts of MGSV was its linear moments. And of course, that's not to say I absolutely love its the whole game and all the gameplay, but the most impactful moments, very emotional moments, were all the most linear parts of the game. And like even like OKB0, that mission, you're just going into a base. Like even though it's not like super linear and structured like Mission 43 is, but that's still a very like, it's only one place to go. It's not open world. You go straight into the base, and that is a very linear moment in itself. Has that Ground Zeroes feel to it. And there's parts in this game that are linear, and it's some of its best parts. And you will see what I mean when, for those that have played this game, very scripted linear moments. Oh, yes, it has been, Blizzard. Absolutely. We got 65 Knights of the Guild, which are subscribers, which is the same thing as members on YouTube. It just rewards video game streamers way more. That's the whole focus of the site, where YouTube does not cater to streamers.
Have a pleasant journey.
And this right here, what's coming up, is one of the reasons why this game is so cinematic and so impactful for me. I live for these moments. Coming over on a long journey, you rise up.
Yeah, just like that.
Of climbing over a mountain and a certain thing kicking in that just leave such an emotional impact as you're playing a game. It's about to come up here in about like 20 seconds.
God damn it.
First of March, it's clear to me there's something that's uncomforting. Your body is away with me, but I'm exactly where I wanna be. But I'm a long way from home.
Love those steps right there.
I know your voice, I know your face. This is something I cannot replace. Give me hope and give me doubt. Well, I loved you then, but I don't love you now. I'm a long way from home.
And these lyrics match what's happening. Like,
We're a long way from home.
reflect like what's happened. I love it. I'd like to point out one more thing. Low Roar, the band that is featured in this game all the time that Kojima wanted to partner up with to put his music in the game, is Kojima imagined hiking when he, and like do this game's gameplay when he listened to him for the first time. The guy, it's a solo artist. He was about to quit making music because he wasn't like blowing up. It wasn't the career he was hoping it to be. And then Kojima heard it, and Kojima like revived his career, and now he has been selling out concerts. This game has expanded like his touch, his reach, which that is a theme in this game. Like, it's super meta. And I'm so glad that he did, because Low Roar is now one of my favorite artists ever. I just bought his 10-year anniversary limited print of his first album, a self-titled one. It's a clear vinyl.
Can you see it in my dying face? You're acting like I care. Now is there anything that I can do? If there was, would we be singing? But you're a part of me and I'm a part of you. Yes, you're a part of me and I'm a part of you. Yes, you're a part of me and I'm a part of you. Yes, you're a part of me and I'm a part of you.
I'm gonna go away. I've never gone before. Or for this part. And that's also very effective when he does those moments with Low Roar and other music in this game, is the camera zooms out with a wide span, and it just makes it so much more cinematic.
Keeping on, Sammy boy.
And it makes those moments special. Yeah, Low Roar was gonna call it quits because he just like wasn't making it, and he was feeling uninspired, and then Kojima made that connection with him, and he revived his career. And he's one of my favorite artists now. I never would have discovered it. I would have never discovered his music without Kojima. And he got to show off much of his discography throughout this game. See like how versatile his sound is. He's got very ethereal music that sounds like that. Kind of like just has a very unique sounding, and then he's got like folk music. He has a very stylized sound. I've never gone this way for this part in the game, so we're gonna go that way. The easiest part to go that way over there with all that stuff, but
Just a bit further now.
I know it's heavy, Sam. Oh shit. Yeah, I'll do that another time. I already took something not long ago. Yeah. I lost all my screenshots when my PS4 had to do a hard reset, and I lost PT forever. We don't talk about that, though. Thank you, Igor. Thank you, Igor. Work those legs. Work those legs, Sam. I think there's bodies and like fish and crabs, and like you can see bodies floating from where that crater's at. Yeah, I've never gone this way for this first part of the game, so that's cool.
So that's the place, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is, Sam. Excellent observation. All right. Alright, we're going for about 20 more minutes, folks. Thank you again for hanging out. Got one more low roar song after this sequence, which makes me happy.
Is climbing rapidly. Heavy timefall is imminent. Get back here, now.
Sam, burn the other cargo while you're there.
What's this?
BB-28. It's the unit Igor was assigned. It was hooked up to you when we found you in the crater.
But why is it here?
Because it's flagged for disposal. Central Knot's gone, and our headquarters along with it. Because that thing didn't do its job. It's all in Igor's logs.
But it's still alive.
It can't be repaired, and it can't survive outside the pod. Pity it if you want. But the decision has been made. It has to go. The director approved the order.
Sam, what's your status? Chiralium density is still increasing.
My status is fucked. There's tons of them.
Must be from the bodies we couldn't get up to the incinerator in time. Comes with the territory, I'm afraid.
Can you sit out the rain?
No. They're closing in on my position. I have to move before they realize I'm in here.
Sam, if one of those things eats you, it'll trigger a void out. You'll come back, sure, but the surrounding area will still be a crater.
I got an idea. Start, you shit. Maybe you are defective.
Dude, my first fucking time playing this shit. Oh my god, I was sweating bullets, man. Now it's not difficult.
Move cautiously.
Dude, I was fucking freaking out. I had no idea where to go. No fucking idea. These things seem so creepy. And here's the thing. I know how to see them. I kept moving. I wasn't like standing still, which, so if you move, like, they eventually disappear. They eventually, so I'm doing this. I'm just guessing where they are, looking at my Audra deck. But if you stand still, you can actually see them, then scan them, and then you can see where they're at. I wasn't doing that, so I was just like guessing. And because I didn't know how the game worked yet. I didn't know how, it was my first time sneaking past them. And that's, I think, how everyone on this part did. I remember going back and watching Pudge do this part and many others. It's just so freaky. Yikes, bro. I had never been so relieved to, like, get past the part. And, like, the BTs do not become near as a threat after you get used to them in this game. But, like, the fact, for a while there, for a few hours, they felt like this horrible threat. And they are. When you get used to it, just like any other game, it's not as scary anymore. But just like how Resident Evil isn't scary to play anymore, like after you've, like for all the people that stream it a ton of times, like, yeah, it's not like how it was the first time you played it, or after playing it for a while. But that feeling you get from upon your first playthrough and the first encounter, that's what makes games memorable. And that's what made the BTs so memorable for me. In The Last of Us 2, the Easter egg I was talking about, you see these strands. They're constantly going out through the world. One's descending right now. Looks like it comes from the clouds. That's because the land of the dead has cryolysis, and a lot of the particles and the things that, like, coming from that dimension, that world, come from the sky. Because the cryolysis that goes into our air. Like, those strands are strands from the beach in the Death Stranding, and while in Seattle in the rainy part is Ellie, and Last of Us Part 2, you see one of these strands. It's just one of them that comes from the sky, and it's a reference because it's in the rainiest part of the game, referencing the time fall. Oh, I give you so many fucking likes, baby. Nobody can like how I like. Thank you, Igor. Hey, get on this thing right now. Thank you. Damn it. Fine. I'll just ignore that. Wasn't doing what I wanted to do. He was acting all spazzy. Thank you, Audradek, for the thumbs up. I love how he's like his own personality.
I'm Sam! This one's for you. Today's a good day.
If we ever break these walls down, it's easier said than done.
Would I be crazy enough to follow? Or let the regret eat me out? 'Cause I'm on my way out. I'll run.
There's no way out. I'm stuck. I'm fucked.
On a hill, it's where I'll run.
Just like taking it in, not talking over it. Oh man, that is just so sexy. You okay, buddy?
Yeah, everything's okay.
I did the damn job. I'm the best fucking porter, courier you've ever fucking seen in your life.
Verifying ID. Clear. Welcome to Capital Knot City. Proceed to
A
distribution
stealth
center.
having, delivery carrying, badass
Come
motherfucker.
back to the distribution center. Check the location on your compass.
Don't need to, but I did anyway, just because you told me to.
It's a miracle either of you made it back. When someone with dooms hooks up to a BB, your feelings and memories cause feedback, like with a speaker. It amplifies fears and stress, and runs the risk of taking you to a place from which you will not return. I'm sorry, but this BB has been pushed beyond its limits. Disposal is the only option.
Sam, get cleaned up and come to the president's office. We need to talk.
Sunset, the day is ending. Let that yawn out. There's no pretending.
Sam, I thought I told you dooms and BBs were a dangerous combination. Huh, perhaps a shower is in order. You're still covered in chiralium. Don't want the president to see you like that.
The hell you talking about? She's dead.
You're upset. Is this about BB-28?
Go fuck yourself. I'm not your errand boy.
Well, in any event, it seems it owes you its life.
No, we owe the kid our lives. You too.
As you say, I shall look after it. Give my regards to the president.
And after this story section, I'm heading to bed too, AI. So you have yourself a good night, and I'll be seeing you shortly again, brother.
It's almost time to go.
GG's indeed, firm handshakes all around.
Here. It's a dream catcher. Wear it when you sleep, and I'll keep the nightmares away. I'll always be with you.
Good morning, Sam. Sam, this is Di Hartman. There's a private room set aside for your use. Bridges perk. Take a moment to clean up, get all that chiralium off, then come to the president's office.
Yeah, let's go shower. Let's go see that ass. The real reason everybody bought this game.
Sam, Sam, can you hear me?
For fuck's sake. Isn't anything private anymore?
Oh, no. Except for taking a shower and going to the toilet, that is. I take it you were getting yourself cleaned up. Good. Come to the president's office as soon as you're done. She's waiting for you.
Please, have a shit. Maybe later.
You did well, Sam. Thank you. Bridget may no longer be with us, but her legacy has a chance to live on. Sam, listen to me. America, Reconstructionism, her dream isn't dead.
I don't want to hear it.
This is the face of our new hope. Our new America.
Amelie.
My mother may be gone, but I'm here. And you, Sam, you're here too.
Been 10 years since you saw each other, right? And in all that time, she hasn't aged a day.
He knows why. My body's still on the beach. I don't get to grow older. But you do, Sam. You look good.
So you're serious then about reconnecting everyone? Everything?
What's up, Heart Piece?
Someone has to succeed Bridget, Sam. More importantly, someone has to carry on her legacy and see our country rebuilt. Samantha America Strand, our new president. A new beginning for our people, for our nation. Under Emily's leadership, we'll re-establish the UCA, the United Cities of America. This is how we'll rebuild our country. But we'll need your help to do it, Sam.
No, I'm through with this. I said my goodbyes to all of you when I said them to Bridget.
We never forgot about you, Sam. You ran away. You cut us off.
Emily put together an expedition. The best of Bridges won. And went west.
What's up, Rodrigo? God, this seems so cool. So fucking cool. The music is so good.
Craters in BT territory. I kept them safe while they searched for survivors.
I love the
Never
Green
once
Army
missed a
men
BT. So I'm coming a mile
choice here.
We convinced community after community to join the UCA, and we left behind our own people to help them. It took us 3 years, but we managed to make it all the way to Edgenot City.
All the way to the Pacific. Jesus.
Yeah, but then everything went to hell. The team was wiped out, and Emily was taken.
Taken?
I'm not being kept in a cell or anything like that. I'm allowed to use their facilities and to speak with you whenever I want. I just can't leave the city.
It's all to safeguard the continued independence of Edgenot City. Well, that's what our keepers are saying, at least. They want the UCA to leave him be. Emily's their insurance policy in case we don't.
Who are these assholes again?
Homo Demons. Militant separatist group. They run Edgenot City.
I've heard of them. Bunch of terrorists who go around towns killing people and leaving craters.
Right. Nothing's off limits for them. Not even engineering void outs.
You think the suicide that took out Central Knot was one of theirs?
Could be. There are extremists like the demons everywhere, plotting in the shadows. They're decentralized by nature. No one organization to rule them all. Just a common ideology.
I know not everyone shares our vision for the future. If we Americans don't come together again, humanity won't survive. I carried my mother's message to people all across the country. But not everyone was willing to accept it.
More than a few would rather stay isolated. Keep to themselves. Go it alone. Like you, Sam. They think that America can only be rebuilt by force, by men who tell them what to do, who take away their freedom and put them in shackles.
What'd you put on me, huh? You know better than the demons. Just another kind of cult.
They're not shackles, Sam. They're a symbol of our bonds. That's what we need right now. Not to stand apart, but to come together, to form chiral knots and reconnect.
Sam, we want you to go west and finish what Emily started. The people she left behind have been hard at work, setting up chiral network terminals. But these terminals are still isolated. We need you to bring them online. And for that, you'll need a Cupid. This contains all the necessary security and operations protocols to integrate a terminal into the chiral web. Take the Cupid west, Sam, and reconnect the people of our great nation. And when you get to Edge Knot City, find Emily and bring her home.
I still can't believe this fucking game exists. Like, it still feels like a
After
dream.
that, I'll take over the presidency and carry on Mother's work to save
I don't
the
know how to
country.
describe that.
This was Bridget's dying wish. This is how we'll move forward.
Please, Sam. We need you.
I'm Sam Porter Bridges now. I'm not a Strand. Hell, I'm not even part of this outfit. You all saw to that. I'm not getting involved with you, or anyone else, ever again.
Wait!
See? It's like I'm not even here. Same as it ever was.
Sam! Sam! Hold on. Stop! Listen to me. America needs you. Both of you.
Yeah, covering the world in cable didn't bring an end to war and suffering. Don't act surprised when it all comes apart if you try to do it again. Round and round it goes. Connect, reconnect, it's not that simple.
All right, Sam. Just take it easy. I get it. You don't have to commit to anything now. Why not get some rest?
Good idea. We all need our sleep. Leave it too long and you're liable to reconnect with the other side. The necessary maintenance has been completed. Various adjustments and fine-tuning for your benefit. You can use it again.
It's
For once, it would seem that
it really
Doom's
this
BBs
game feels
are
like a
good
dream. Like, I
combination.
just all the years, like, just finally something that wasn't Metal Gear. And
Or perhaps the two of you have
BB's so
something
damn
of an
cute.
affinity for one another.
like, this game feels like a dream. You know, because like when it was first announced, I was like, how long is it going to be? I feel like we'll never have this game. I feel like it'll take so long. And like, it is like 2 months, like 2.5 months away from being a year old. What? It's wild.
Sam. Listen, you are Sam Strand.
No, I'm not. Not anymore. My name is Sam Porter Bridges.
It's a funny word, Strand. A strand is part of rope or bond, while stranding means being washed up on the shore. And being stranded is when you can't go home. I'm stranded now, Sam. Here on the shore of the Pacific. Thousands of miles away. But our bond still holds. You're free, but we're still connected. Don't tell me we're not. Come back, Sam. I'll be waiting for you.
Good morning, Sam.
All right, folks. After this little, they're gonna talk to me real quick.
Sam, this is Di Hardman. You were out like a log. Must have been beat. Private rooms come with all the basic amenities. Shower, toilet, etc. Drop in when you need to rest. Inspect your gear, review info, or whatever else. If you have any questions, feel free to ask our staff. But before you do, why not check things out for yourself? See how Bridges operates these days.
I personally love doing all these. I love the private room. It was like the ACC of MGSV. I love being able to like sit down and let a game breathe. And here, I need you to. I love how he's. Psst. All right, well. That calls it for this stream, folks. It's been a blast. We'll do this again later this week. What else? Yeah, it was a lot of fun. As always, you guys are awesome. We're gonna go ahead and just head on out. No raid or anything. I thank you for allowing me to rant about certain things and have my moments of just fanboying and whatnot. See you guys tomorrow night for the late night stream from Emily and I. We're going to be playing Fall Guys together and The Last Guardian. Then I will be streaming this Thursday late night. I'll be coming back to this Death Stranding save. And stuff, you know? me go ahead and leave from here. You guys be well, sleep well. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.